All right, we are back in the house. We are all in, folks. Who's with me? Who is with me? It seems like it's so early today. What's that all about? Early. Oh, should be fun. Should be interesting workout today. We'll see what we got. I know Miss Jean is on. There's no way she's missing. We'll see. Barbie. Aparna, you on right now? All right. We're good. Good morning, folks. I expect everybody back today. All right. Had some good weather. Let's keep it going. Good morning, everybody. Miss Jean, like I said. Bonnie, Lois, how are you? My legs feel like I'm wearing cement shoes. Yesterday's step count was 17,000. It's a lot. That is a lot. Does it feel like Friday? Does it feel like Friday? I don't know. All right. So, let's have another workout then. You guys ready? Enough of these days off. All right, let's go. At least I don't have to jump now. This morning's class was horrendous. All right, let's do some butt kicking. Oh, like I said, I feel a little heavy. This morning. But we'll get through this. I look forward to Nimble. I love the mobility. I love the stretches. So I'm with you. Let's go. Another Friday, another workout. Next week I'll be here. It's the week after. I'll send you out. I'll tell you. I'll remind you. There we go. All right, let's lift out to the side. All right, we're going to lift and we're going to alternate the legs. All right, so you're just going to lift. This one's a full minute. Let me time it because we're going both. All right, so lift. I call it TikTok. This is great with the little bands. Somehow I gotta see if everybody could use the bands. Here we go. If I could come up with the clip-ons for everyone, I will share. There we go. Where you just clip them on, you don't have to slide them over. You do have to sit down and put them on though. There we go. So we'll see. We'll see if I can come up with them. All right. That's right. It's time. So we got about 10 seconds. I was going to say, is it a minute yet? And this is great for the hips here. And again, I should have said the chair is perfect for this. All right, let's do some rows. So you're just going to come back like you're pulling on those bands and then hold for 2 seconds and squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's do it again. Bring those elbows back, shoulders are down. I'd much rather be having some bands in our hands, but this is okay because you really get that extra little stretch. Let's go one more time, and squeeze. All right, let's go hamstring. So you're going to bring a leg out. All right, you're going to be up on your heel, and you're just going to reach down. You're going to hold that position. All right, find a good spot. It's your range. Even if you're above the knee, it's fine. You still get that stretch. And you're flexing that foot. And you're holding that position. All right. These are all good for me today, believe me. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing, bring that leg out. And then up on that heel. And then reach on down. That's it. You gotta feel that hamstring stretching out. Feels good. Lower back. What more can I ask for? 10 more seconds. Just holding, relaxing. And release. And then we're going to come down and we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go 2 hands below the knee if you can. And then hold that position. This one's not as long. And then come all the way back up. Bring those shoulders all the way back again. Chest out, shoulders back. All right, now we're going to reach over. So you're reaching over your head. You're going to come up on your toes. And then hold that, 2 seconds. And let's go to the other side. And reach. There we go. Does it feel like a Friday though? Here we go. It doesn't. I don't know what day it is. There we go. And let's go one more to the other side. I think I got 2 and 2. I wanted 2 on each side. You got it. All right, let's go. Arm circle. All right, let's get the shoulders ready. So big circle here. A little mobility for those shoulders. Let's reverse that direction on that side. All right, let's go. Big circle. Come on down. Yeah. And let's switch over to the other side. Same deal. Big circle here. Yeah. All right. I'm still able to do this, right? Everybody's good? All right, let's reverse that direction. Let's go. And left. And left. You got it. Still getting these damn bugs in here. They found a way in, and I don't know how they're getting in. There we go. Haven't seen a centipede in a while, though. It's spiders. You got it. All right, let's do a little march in place. So again, lifting your legs up. But I got those little boxes. They have the glue in there, so when the insect goes in, they don't come out. Is that torturing them? I don't give a damn. Here we go. If they come in, they're trespassing. There we go. All right, that feels okay, I guess. That's it. We're just marching in place. I'm not even using my arms now. What a mistake that was. Should have been using my arms. That's it. Let me check that clock. And I'll give you the 10-second warning, which is right now. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get some strength going here. Let's grab a dumbbell. Let's grab a little dumbbell here and let me take a look at my board and see what's happening. All right. All right, so this is a 3-fer. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to pull, all right, then you're going to curl, and then you're going to go underhand. All right, so again, you don't turn the hand at all. So 3, I'm giving you 3 for the price of 1. All right, so first one you pull in, and then you just drop the hand, and then you curl it, and then you press it. And then the dumbbell's out in front, so pull, all right, drop the arm, and then up again. You got it. So again, when you pull, you bring that arm out in front of you first. Pull it in, and then drop the hand. All right? Curl. I think you got it. You're probably better than me. You're just going to make sure when you're pulling that dumbbell's out so you get that full range of motion. And then up, and then up again. Yep. Timer is working. See that when I messed up, I just dropped the hand. So then you have to do an extra step. Here we go. All right, let's switch over to the other side here. Same deal. All right, of course I'll mess up this side. Here we go. I'm pulling, dropping the hand, I'm curling, I'm pressing, and then right back out in front. Pull, drop, curl, and press. And then bring it on out. Start over. Let's go. Pull, drop, curl, and press. Don't do a lot of 3-fers. All right? Because it's tough to get them all in here where it's smooth. This one's borderline. Here we go. This is borderline here. Because if you drop the hand, already you're out of position, what I just did. There we go. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. All right, switching hands again. All right, and we're going to step forward with a front raise. All right, you're stepping forward. This one you are going to turn the hand. So it's step forward, front raise, and then turn back. You got it? So you're stepping forward, up, turn back. Here we go. Wish I could turn back the clock. There we go. I really do. Only because I'm so sore all the time. Here we go. It just doesn't end. There we go. That's it. You got this. Good. Couple more on that side. And then we'll just do a tricep on the side. Last one. All right, let's do kickbacks. All right, on that same side. So you're just going to kick back. Arm is up and you're just bringing the elbow back. Nice and slow. Hold that position. All right, everybody's good. Slight bend if you can. All right, and again, this could be holding on to something. Taking it slow. No need to rush. You know I'm not a big fan of rushing through moves. There's no need to. There we go. It feels good. Back of the arm. Little tricep activity. Here we go. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go to the other side. Do that step forward with the front raise turn. Sounds like it's a lot, right? So you're stepping forward, front raise, turn back. All right, get into that nice rhythm. Up, turn. That's it. Up, turn. Stepping forward. It's not a lunge. We're just stepping forward. Sorry, Deb. No need to lunge. Lunges are not kind to me today. Here we go. And we were doing walking lunges this morning, and I was like, why did I sign up for this? There we go. That's it. Because that's what I do. 2 more. Here we go. Last one on this side. All right, let's go to those kickbacks. All right, on that side, here we go. Kicking back. Kicking right back. Where's Christy? Christy at the beach again? Christy loves to travel. There we go. Good for you, Christy. That's how it should be. Now's the time. All right? No little kids. Just get out there. Good. But don't forget to do your workout first, all right? That's what we do here. Bonnie goes to the beach. She gets her workout in first, and then she goes to the beach. She doesn't miss. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let me take a look at this. All right, we're going to do some pulls. All right, so you're going to pull and you're going to lift your leg up. So it's going to be this. Up, pull. You got it? Pull. So you get into balance. And elbow is higher than your wrist. Just bring it in top, maybe mid-chest level. Don't come all the way up to your shoulder. Elbow is coming up past the shoulder. All right? And you're lifting. You're in balance. You're in balance. Let's go. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. So we get a little cardio, balance, and strength all into one. That's a 3-fer. All right, let's go to the other side. Same deal. Lift and pull. Pull. Let's go. Let's go. Anybody watching the House of Dragons? Anybody watching that? Those shows. I can't remember the names, the characters, the families. It's so confusing. Here we go. What the heck? Can't they have normal names? For our time period? Jesus. And 3. And 2. And 1. All right, let's take a little walk with me. We're gonna go up with that weight and step, and then go above your head and keep walking. All right, you're stepping, and you're bringing that weight up. Let's go. Up. Take a little walk, bending those legs, and back. Good. It's your range of motion here. This one's more of a, that's not a full squat. And then we'll do some full squats with this weight. There we go. All right, so hold that dumbbell up under your chin, and then sit back, butt back. Squat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, give me 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, let's grab our second dumbbell here. Let's double up. Let's double up. All right. And again, let me look at the doubles. Let me see the doubles here. All right. All right, we're going to step back. So this is a lunge. Lunge and curl. So you're stepping back and curl. All right. So Deb, give me your lunge. And we're going to alternate the legs. All right, everybody good? Step back, curl. Yeah. I don't even think I can do a full lunge right now. That's how much I'm hurting. Yeah. Yes, come on. That's all right. It was well worth it. I'll never do it again, though. Yeah. So I don't know how people run marathons. I do not know how they do it. That's amazing to me. Any of you ladies ever run a marathon? Anybody, Linda? That's it. Come on. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're going to stagger your stance. All right. So what that means is you just bring your leg back and you're going to be on the toes of that back leg. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to bend, stick your butt back. You're bending, you're coming up, and then the side that the leg is back, you do a lateral raise. All right, so bend, butt back, come up, lateral raise. So the heel in the back leg is off the floor. Bend, butt back. The first thing you do, butt back. All right, butt back. And lateral. We're all good? We are all good? Pretty quiet outside. 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch those legs around. All right, I should have started left, right. It's easy to explain. All right, so again, back leg, you're on the toes, and you're going to butt back, and you're going to bend, and then on that side with the leg back, lateral raise. Let's go. So this is an RDL, staggered stance, sometimes called the kickstand stance. There we go. Yes. Oh, plus I biked yesterday too. I biked for an hour and a half, and then we walked 17,000 steps. Actually, the biking took up probably 6,000 of those steps. Sometimes it counts the bike. Is that considered a step? I think it is. So it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah. It should count it. It's exercise. All right, 3 more here before I talk myself out of it. You know Mo, she's all against it. A step is a step. Last one. I disagree. A pedal is a step. Here we go. All right, let me just check again. I have a poor memory today. All right, so this is going to be, you're going to come all the way back, straight arm. All right, so you're going to go single, single, and then both, straight arm. All right, everybody's good. Here we go. Straight, straight, and then both. Let's go. Right. And I already ate this morning, so that's always dangerous, because then it's an extra meal. But I had no choice. I was chewing on my sleeves. I was so hungry. There we go. That's it. Come on. 1, and then both. 1, and both. I get a special energy drink today. There we go. No sugar. Probably a little caffeine. 1, and 1. All right, one more series. So you're going single, single, and double. All right, let me just check here. All right, bring those weights up. Then we're going to go our little W. So we're going out to the side. All right, give me that press. Alternating that W press. Coming out nice and wide. Again, make sure that dumbbells, it's in that path of that ear. All right, it's not out in front. All right? Press. If anything, it's back. Let's go. This one fatigues very quickly. It is the toughest standing press. Because that lever arm, they call it, is furthest from the body. That's what makes it more difficult. The further you go out, the tougher it becomes. There we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfecto. All right, let's do some calf raises here with those weights. So we rest the upper body, we hit the calves, and then we come on up. I love calf raises. Love them. There we go. Because like I said, the calves are resilient. Obviously, because they're supporting your body weight. So the way to work them is up on your toes here. That's it. It's getting a little warm in here. What's my temperature inside is now 74. Yeah, that's a little warm for me in here. I gotta get it down to 70. That's it. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hammer holds. All right, so you're going to hold on one side. All right, 90 degrees. The other side, you're going to go 2 reps. So 1, and then hold that second one up, and then go to the other side. All right, 1, and hold. So 1, and hold. So time under tension here. That's it. Just holding it up. Come on. And up. 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 1. 2. This one you fatigue a little quicker, as you probably noticed. Wow, it's that time already? Holy crap. Here we go. Did we start? At what time did we start? Here we go. That was on time. I didn't realize it was that quick. Yeah. 1. Almost there. Got about, let me see if it's 10 seconds yet. It is from here. Nice full set. Then we'll get some liquid refreshments. My energy. Last one. All right, let's head on down. Let's grab some water first. And then you can get down there. I need my energy to make it through. Well, the tough part is over, the standing stuff. All right, we're good. See, full house. Oh, this is a full house. You guys are so good, Christy and Judy and Linda, everybody. Bonnie, Lois, Jean, Gail, Doris. Who am I missing? I can't see Barbie though. Barbie, you on live? All right, let's head on down. All right. Like I said, I know I look pretty bad today when I get down to the floor. All right, here we go. I'm down finally. All right, you ready for our 2 favorites? All right, let's get some little bridges in here. All right, let's do it. Let's bridge. Here we go. Up and down. I want to make sure there's no spiders over my head. There we go. That's it. Up, up, up. Right through those heels. Right up. And hold standby. We could be 100 years old and we're still going to be able to do our bridges. It's right up there. Come on. Of course, the top 10 exercise is the bridge with triceps or chest press. When I add something to it, there we go. Which we do sometimes. All right, that's a good set. All right, let's go to our side to side. Again, your range of motion. Dropping those knees to one side. Keeping those shoulders down the best you can. And try not to make any loud noises like I do. All right, I'll make the effort not to make those disgusting noises. People don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Oh, I need a sauna. I need an ice bath, massage. Maybe I should start doing massages again. Oh, they're $100 though. It's ridiculous. No offense, they have to make money too. Alright, let's go with our leg extension here, nice and slow. So lifting, pressing your back in, and then straighten out the leg. Alright, if you have trouble with the straightening, then you just bring the knee in. Alright? And then I'm going to add something to this one, if you're able to do it. So you're going to lift, leg extension, and then kind of just go out to the side with that nice and tall leg. Alright? So again, you're going to bring the knee in, you straighten out, and then gently just go to the side. Don't force it. And then back. You got it? So press that lower back into the floor, or you're just raising that knee up. Alright? That's level 1. That's fine if you have any back issues. Which I do, but I'm doing this anyway. Because I will make sure my back is flat. Alright? It's so flat, yeah. I don't feel any back. Alright, but I have to focus. Yeah, let's go one more rep here. Some of you are probably ahead of me. Alright, let's go to the other side. Same deal. Alright, back is flat. Press into the floor. Lift. Straighten. And then gently to the side. And then just reverse those moves. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, timer. Come on, timer. You're good. Oh, see that one? I lost my back. All right, let me focus again. That's better. That's much better. You can't even tell. You can't tell unless you give them the eyeball test. Eyeball test. Couple more. Yes. Give me one more. All right, let's grab a little weight here. Or big weight. Doris is getting her 20s. All right. All right, here we go. Just going back to a basic. We're going to start out with a press. All right, elbow by your side and press on up. Here we go. The king of the upper body. The press. The floor press. Make sure that elbow hits the floor and then press on up. Press on up. All right, change your hand to underhand grip. Elbow stays by your side and press. There we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, let's go to the other side. Start out with the neutral hand positioning. Elbow by your side and press. Here we go. Yes. And you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, underhand and elbow stays by your side and press. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's grab that second weight here. All right, 2 weights. All right, you're going to knuckles. You're looking at your knuckles. Dumbbells right over your chest. And then come out with a nice wide fly to start with. All right, fly. Here we go. Start out just doing some flies. Just changing the hand positioning here. So you're looking, facing those knuckles right here, coming all the way out. Yeah, that's it. All right, turn your hands. Now palms face each other. All right, bring the dumbbells down to your chest. And then come up and then do a fly. All right. So dumbbells together, bring them down to your chest. And then come up and then fly. Yeah. So you get the combo between your triceps and your outer chest here. That's it. All the way up. Feels good. Get that nice stretch with those dumbbells. And 3. And 2. And 1 time. Yeah. All right, dumbbells by your sides on the floor. All right, and this is going to be a front raise. So I want you to think like a front raise. All right, you're going to go one at a time, just lift. All right, you're not pressing, you're doing a front raise, but we're just on the floor, lying down. Front raise, good. Lift. Yeah. So it's not a pullover, you're just coming up shoulder level. If you can imagine standing, doing the same exercise. All right. When we do it like this, there's no momentum. It's just all shoulders here. And you got 5, 4, 3. So you fatigue a little quicker. 2. And 1. All right, that felt really good. All right, so I'm setting those weights aside, out of my way. Out of my way. All right, and we're gonna go crunch time. All right, let's do 10 crunches. Support your head, and then just lift either just your head or your head and shoulders. And then up, letting your head relax in those hands. Up. Press that lower back into the floor. There we go. And 6, 2, and 1. All right, one leg is straight. All right, and what you're going to do is you keep your head and shoulders on the floor, and then you're reaching for your leg of that bent leg. All right, and hold that position. All right, other leg is straight. You're just reaching for that bent leg, but you're keeping your head and shoulders on the floor. Reach best you can. We're stretching out the shoulders here. That's it. Just reach both. Obviously, the arm on the side, the leg bent, that's probably going to be a little further. There you go. All right, let's switch around. All right, and again, one leg is straight to the floor. Other one is bent, and then you're reaching. Both hands, you're reaching. But on the side that the leg is bent, that arm can go a little further. All right. Find a good spot, just stretching out the back of the shoulders here. You got it. And released. Bring that leg back. You're going straight arms like you're doing a fly. Knuckles to the floor. And then you're going to come in and you're just going to do a nice hug. All right. So you have one arm in front. You're holding that position. And then go back. And now bring the other arm in front that you just did. All right, so arms are out to the side, knuckles to the floor, and then come up and then hug. And then hold that position for 5 seconds. Again, shoulders, chest, and release. And then take your time coming back up. All right. Oh. Let's do this. Let's have some fun, because we're almost at the end. All right, here we go. This is pitiful. Here we go. All right, holy crap. All right, let's do another hamstring stretch here. So come down and then hold that position. We're just cooling down. All right, without jumping in the pool. Anybody have access to a pool? No? I do. I haven't used it been here, what, 10 years? Almost 9 years. All right, stand all the way up. And then bring those shoulders back and then hold that position. Chest is out. Yes. And then we're going to do a few little twists. So when you twist, I want you to turn the hip and you're up on the toes. So you kind of pivot, twist. All right? You're rotating. Rotate. Taking it slow. Let's go again. Just don't do the upper body. The leg has to come with you. So that's twisting. And rotate. Good. It's like swinging a baseball bat, golf club, tennis. This is mandatory. You have to be able to do this. Pickleball, anybody back in? Bonnie, you back in? There we go. We know Bob is. Here we go. All right, last one. Yeah. And then bring those arms all the way back and you're kind of just fluttering. You're just fluttering with those arms back. All right. Stretching out those little triceps of ours. Yeah, feels good. Now turn your hands like you're trying to clap behind your back. All right, anybody actually clap back there? I can't. Anybody? That means your shoulders of mobility is tremendous. All right, then finally coming up above our head. We made it through another shaky nimble. Here we go. Shaky town for me. Yeah, how about a hot tub? That would help. Anybody want to lend me their hot tub? There we go. And one more. And then we can, usually I say I can eat now, but I cheated. All right, so that is a wonderful, another summery day. All right, folks. Great work, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Got a full week next week. Try not to miss. I'll be here. All right. Thanks, folks. All right. Enjoy your weekend. Get those steps in. I don't know if I'm getting any steps in today. I might take the day off. Here we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you soon. I'll see you on Tuesday. All right. Bye, guys. Be safe.